Have you ever found yourself in this situation? You were highly motivated, you got up early, regularly went to the gym, then just something happened in life. You got sick, had a breakup, or just went traveling. After that, you let yourself go, enjoyed one cookie and then another waffle. You lost your routines, and because of your hectic life, you can't even remember the last time you were productive. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Jeremy, I'm a doctor from Germany, and if you're looking for inspiration and motivation again, then I have the right video for you here. We all kind of know the direction we want to strive for, but sometimes we have this whole imagination of a dream to where we want to be, but we don't know how to start. And on the other hand, sometimes we don't clearly define our goals, and that can be a problem. If your goal is not clearly defined, you are slower and are less motivated. The clearer your goal is defined, the more likely you will be able to take the right steps. And if you know in detail what you want to achieve or how you want to live, you avoid going in circles. Sometimes it is just necessary to follow the next step ahead of you. Active planning. After we set our goals, we should also plan on how, when and where we intend to do something. Having a goal without a plan will lead to failure. My perfect week includes going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week and eating as healthy as possible, or at least not too unhealthy, having read or listened to a book and producing 1 video a week. In addition, of course, I want to plan time for my wife, my family and my friends. I actively plan my calendar according to my work schedule. I have my priorities lined out for me. For example, once a week is date night for us. We will go out for dinner somewhere, and so I know exactly which day is blocked out for what kind of activity. This turns my calendar into a blueprint, so I know exactly what I have to do from Monday to Sunday. So on one hand, it is clear what I have to do, and on the other hand, I know if plans come up, then I have to erase something from my calendar. Motivation comes after action. Many believe that you have to wait until you are motivated or inspired before you can start a task. However, this assumption often leads to procrastination and lack of productivity. It sounds contradictory, but in reality, just starting a task, no matter how small, can be the spark that ignites your motivation. When we do something and see even small successes, we feel more capable and are therefore more motivated to continue. Think of something small, like cleaning up a room. You put away 2 glasses, and suddenly you find yourself in a cleanup mode and you start wiping the table. That's the principle in action. Once you have lost your first kilogram through sports, it can change your mindset towards food and your diet and so on. Start small. Don't immediately overdo it with your project. Of course, it is always good to have big goals, but don't try to run a marathon if 5 kilometers are already hard for you. Start small, put on your running shoes and run your first kilometer. Next time, you go a little bit further and push yourself a little bit more. Your muscles, your mind and your discipline are being trained here. And so you can gradually increase. Every little success is a step in the right direction. Did you resist the chocolate bar today? Great. Did you learn something new? Awesome. These small victories are the things that make big differences in the long run. They build self-confidence and create positive feedback loops that motivate you to continue. The 5-minute rule. The 5-minute rule is a concept often used in productivity improvement. The rule states that if you have a task that you are procrastinating or hesitating about, you should commit to it working on it for at least 5 minutes. After that, just see what happens. The idea behind this is that the hardest part of many tasks is just to getting started. By committing to invest only 5 minutes, you reduce the mental barrier associated with starting the task. Often you find that after the first 5 minutes, you are ready and motivated to continue and complete a larger part or maybe even everything that you wanted to do. This rule can be particularly effective in overcoming procrastination and breaking the inertia that often arises when facing an unpleasant or challenging task. I mean, who doesn't know it? You want to go to the gym, it takes you 30 to 60 minutes until you drive to the gym. However, once you have arrived, working out doesn't feel that bad. Or maybe the workout is actually fun. Using the 5-minute rule can be really effective. Taking the pressure off of your shoulders to not strive for perfection will make you so much more productive. Do not rationalize your emotions. It often happens that we find ourselves at a point where excuses why we should quit suddenly take over. This downward spiral where excuses increasingly take over have to be eliminated. This requires conscious effort to resist the self-sabotaging thoughts. Thoughts like, you're not feeling well today, treat yourself to that piece of cake, or you're tired, you don't need to put on your running shoes today. These thoughts will likely appear. My advice, go through your project one more time before giving up. Do what's good for you and then reflect again. If you were active after all, you'll be glad in 95% of the cases, yet you have been disciplined. Us humans often tend to rationalize our emotions. However, if you proceed pragmatically, not quitting this one last time, and then reflect again, I will promise you, you will regain a calmer and clearer perspective again. Say no to drugs. Avoid substances that can negatively affect your body and mind. Even though it may be tempting to see alcohol or other drugs as a form of relaxation or pleasure, it is important to remember that they often cause more harm than good in the long run. They can impair your ability to think clearly and be productive, and can also lead to health problems. Everyone knows this. When you're out with friends on a Friday night and you had 1 or 2 glasses too much, then your whole Saturday is just wasted. But even small amounts can lead to being unproductive. Your sleep is worse, you feel like shit, and you will have no motivation to do anything that is actually good for you. Optimizing your environment. My environment plays an important role in my productivity and motivation. When I was in uni, a tidy desk is a must for being able to study those long hours. A clean, tidy workspace can help you feel more focused and less stressed. So tidy up regularly and create a pleasant atmosphere in which you like to work. In addition, make yourself a good cup of tea or coffee and just go at it. There's one thing that we all should never forget. Enjoy the process. Try to enjoy the journey to your goal rather than just focusing on the end result. Each small step is a success and contributes to strengthening your self-confidence and motivation. And only if you have fun along the way, you can make it a habit. Habits contribute significantly to bringing routine into your life. Actively look for ways to bring more fun into the process and reward yourself so it will work out in the long run. If you feel like you're burning out while being productive, this video will definitely help you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you learned something. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Jeremy Tuesday. Peace.